Greetings, everyone. We are using some of the skills that I have been learning this year to say Merry Christmas from our hearts to yours. This is one of the reasons I don't have a Christmas tree, because Marvin would like to bring you the greeting gift himself. However, he doesn't really get to play Santa Claus. I think he might be too heavy to fly through the skies. Last Friday, we had our biggest snow since 1993. It was so deep and heavy that Marvin, who loves snow, found it too deep to walk in. I did a lot of shoveling, rescuing him from spots where he couldn't get up. At 17, he's getting very weak in his hindquarters. Since there are no children here, we didn't bother with a snowman, even though there's plenty of snow for one. But we did have a lot of digging to get my car on the road again. Shades of Illinois. This was the first time since I've been here that church was closed for Sabbath. Even our Christmas program, Is There Room at the Manger for Me, was postponed until January 8th. However, I personally think that whenever we take the time to think about the light of the world that came to give us hope for the future, it is good for us. So, whether you are celebrating with a Christmas tree and stocking hung by the chimney, or you're ringing the bells of peace, announcing it to the world, or whether you're spending a quiet time with the Word, refreshing your mind with the gift that God gave to the world, I trust that Christmas is special to you. Whether you have a family that gathers for fun, food, and gift exchanges, if you are alone, let me remind you that you're not really alone, because God's gift of Jesus is with us whenever and wherever we are. Let me share this past year in brief. March found me with the Arden Seventh-day Adventist Church in a team in Concepcion, Chile. This was my 4th trip to Chile, and it is still one of my favorite countries. Here you see our home in Chile and our method of transportation. With the exception of a few rooms, our team filled this hotel. We had some who stayed here and cooked the meals, some who worked on construction of this church. Men and women and teenagers alike made sure that the bricks were laid and reinforced with rebar. Another project sent by one of the Sabbath school classes in Arden was to replace a broken swing set at our elementary school here. In this area, the swing seats are removed at the end of each day and put up when school opens, so they don't disappear. Another feature during our time here in Chile was that the local church sponsored a health fair while we were there. One of our team members spent a day giving free haircuts. I thought that was a nice addition to health care. Mary Jo, our chief cook, kept us all well fed with her team of helpers. Even the team on construction got a good noon meal as food was bused to them. Evenings were filled with seminars to share how Jesus can be really practical in today's world. Our associate pastor, Tim Cove, spoke in one location, and I spoke across town at another church of our pastors. It was a great experience. Much of this year has found me intently working on the computer, trying to understand social networking. It was a challenge, as well as often frustrating, as I worked in a media that I was not familiar with. The position of this toddler expresses how I often felt after many late hours communicating on the internet. However, social networking is actually putting the world at my fingertips. With my love of travel, the Lord couldn't have put anything better in my life. I would urge you not to close your eyes to the power of the internet to reach people. Reaching people not only with a business, but reaching them with the good news of the gospel. Not all of us can travel to the faraway lands, but we can all reach someone as we use the power of the internet. No matter whether your Christmas season centers around Jolly St. Nick or around what has been called the Christmas story about the greatest gift ever given to this world, or maybe I need to say to you just season's greetings, if none of the previous scenarios appeal to you. I need to go out and find some dogs to bring the joy of the season to your home. Last but not least, let's not forget to say happy holidays. It's my hope that as you and the world remember God's great gift of Jesus' birth, that we remember this babe will soon return as King, and we will be privileged to worship him face to face. As Marvin and I say Merry Christmas, it is our hope that you are preparing to meet our soon coming King.